Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Puya, and I have the great honor to be at your service today. I'm in charge of AMI solutions in WASION Group. As you know, WASION International is one of the biggest and most reputable meter manufacturers and total AMI solution developers in China and also in international market. So today we are going to introduce one of our solutions to you, which is called tamper-proof check meters. Also, it is called revenue protection and revenue assurance system. I'm here with my colleagues to introduce this solution to you. Let me introduce my colleagues to you first. So I kindly ask all of the whole team members to come here, and I can introduce you all of them one by one. Here we have the product manager, Ms. Janie Wang, and then Mr. Juan Tiamin, who is our engineer for AMI solutions. And then we have Mr. Ma, who is going to operate the software today for us. So all of the team are here, and today we are going to demo you our revenue protection and revenue assurance system. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, starting from the components of the demo, this panel and the meters installed on this panel represent meters of customers. So they are current existing meters of customers, which simply means they can be from any meter manufacturer, they can be smart or ordinary, they can be DIN rail mounted or BS meter, or any kind of old or new meter from any meter manufacturer. Each meter is equipped with a light bulb which simulates load or the load of the customer. So as you can see, we have light bulbs connected to these meters. Also, meter number one belongs to a bad customer who is going to make tampering or bypassing the meter. As you can see here, we connected one big load to meter, to incoming side of meter. So we connected this to utility grid. This load is a heater with high consumption, and it represents tamper for meter number one. So whenever it is the right time, I will turn on this heater, and you can see that how we are going to detect this tampering and how we are going to disconnect the load. Then these cables are connecting the meters, current existing meters of the customers, to top of the pole. This cabinet, which is installed on top of the pole, represent check meters. So if I open this metallic cabinet for you, you can see check meters installed inside the cabinet. You can see 12 meters. Each meter is connected to 1 meter on the premises of customer. So we have 12 meters here. They are DIN rail mounted meters. They are smart meters. They are equipped with PLC modem, and they are communicating with the DCU, which is usually installed next to the distribution transformer. So here we have 12 check meters. They are smart meters, full functionality, and they are connecting and communicating with DCU. DCU usually is installed next to the distribution transformer at the beginning of the feeder, where usually we have also one CT or CTPT meter installed at the primary side or secondary side of distribution transformer, and it is used for measuring the energy delivered by transformer as well as monitoring electrical parameters of transformer like voltage, current, THD and other parameters. So this is the meter of transformer, usually installed at the beginning of the feeder. This is the DCU installed with the same cabinet, small cabinet of the transformer meter. And then we have the feeder. These cables simply are feeders. Usually you know that feeder is 200, 300 or even 500, 800 meters long. And then we have the cabinet which is installed at top of the pole. Anyway, I close the door here for you. As I mentioned, check meters are communicating with DCU through PLC, G3 PLC, And this is communicating with headquarter software through GPRS or 3G or 4G or NB-IoT or Cat-M or any kind of cellular technology. In the headquarter, we have a server, or it can be very simple computer, with MDR software installed. MDR is the name of our head-end system. So you can see the MDR is installed on the laptop. It is very lightweight and very efficient software. While in the real scenario, usually we install this on the server, and then utility officers can connect to this software through their laptops or computers by simply launching the Internet Explorer, Firefox, Chrome, or any kind of Internet Explorer. So this software is the heart and brain of the system. It can communicate with meters. The communication is two-way, which simply means this software can read the meters, also can send, connect, disconnect, or any kind of commands to meters, can upgrade their firmware, can detect the tamper, and then possibly can send disconnect command. All of receiving and sending information can be done in two methods. One is automatic, which means we can define software in case of any event or in case of any alarm, do some actions, or it can be manual. Simply means the officer can send connect command, disconnect command, or do the meter reading. So I kindly ask Mr. Ma to show you scheduled meter readings. So we define some scheduled readings that every day on defined time, for example, midnight, we read meters data. Meters data can be very simple. At the first column, you can see cumulative active energy import, which means the consumed energy by customer. Second column is cumulative active energy export, which means generated energy in the premises of customer. Simply, if they have solar panels or wind turbines, you can see non-zero numbers here. The third column is the reactive power consumed or generated by customer. We have cumulative reactive energy import and export. The first column is the most important column, and you can see the meter numbers, the timestamp, and detailed information. Definitely, you can read more parameters from meters as you wish. So, the meter reading is very simple. We can have on-demand meter reading and we can have scheduled meter reading. On-demand reading, which simply means we can read the meter when we wish, and the meter data will come to us with several minutes. Depends to the PLC, G3 PLC speed. So, we will use these numbers later when we need them. The second functionality which is important, if we can show you the panel, the meter panel, is connecting and disconnecting command. So whenever meter utility officer wish, he can send connect or disconnect command to any of these meters. When I say these meters, I mean check meters on top of the pole. So just to show you the functionality, I ask my colleague Mr. Ma to send disconnect command to meter number 2 and, for example, meter number 9. So he will send this disconnect command to meter number 2 and meter number 9. You can see it's very easy. We can search the meter based on the meter number or zip code or customer name or any piece of information. And then when the meter is found, very simple, we can select the command we want to send to meter and then click and send the command. It is very simple and quick. Of course, this is critical action, so we need to enter security passwords so we can be sure that we are not going to send the wrong command or it's not going to be by mistake. Okay? If he clicks save, then this command will be sent. Okay, we turn back to the panel. It will take several seconds to travel the command from the cellular network to PLC and then to the reaches to the meter. So if we wait several seconds, we will see that one of the meters are going to be disconnected. And the other, okay, thank you very much. And while you can see the meter, I asked Mr. Ma to send disconnect command to meter number 9. And you will see that the meter number 9 also will be disconnected very soon. The delay because of the PLC network speed is several seconds. If it is Wi-Fi or, sorry, the WASION or cellular, it's much faster, but I think we can wait several seconds. In the real scenario, several seconds can be accepted. So meter number 9 is also disconnected. So I asked Mr. Ma to send connect command to both meters, and you can see both meters are connected again. Okay? Simply we select connect command. It's very simple. Also, we can send commands in batch. So we can select several meters, 10 meters, 12 meters, 100 meters, and send connect or disconnect command to all of them at the same time. Number 2 is disconnected, and now number 9 will be connected soon, maybe in several seconds. So by any piece of information, we can search meters, and then we can send connect or disconnect commands to them. Also, we can define some scenarios to MDR software, and MDR software will send connect or disconnect command to meters. For example, we can define if the consumption of meter is about 10 amperes or based on kilowatt, 2 kilowatts, 5 kilowatt, or 10 kilowatt, whatever. System can send command like disconnect command to meter. So we can use this feature for load control or load shedding. If the generation is not enough, and if we are going to have a blackout in the city or in the utility, we can use this feature to shed some load or to control load, and we can disconnect only high consumption customers. And if they reduce the load, then we can connect them again to the network. So we can use this feature to control the load. We can use this feature to disconnect bad credit customers, customers who are not paying for their electricity, if they are post-paid meters. And anyway, we can use this feature to connect or disconnect commands to disconnect customers automatically or based on the wish of a utility officer when there is a reason to do this. For the meter reading, we can read different parameters from meters. If the meter is 3-phase meter, we can read harmonics from the meter. And when we read harmonics and we read voltage and current and active and reactive power, there is a smart feature in the software which can detect the type of the customer. So based on the pattern of the consumption, based on the correlation between parameters like the harmonics, active and reactive power, we can determine if the meter is, the customer is residential customer, industrial customer, commercial customer, or if there are some special equipment in their premises. One of the very common scenarios these days is using miners, Bitcoin miners or digital currency miners, and we realize that these miners are producing special harmonics. So based on the harmonics we are detecting from meters, we can realize in this region or in these premises there are some miners working and active. So the MDR software can show you these customers are suspected to use miners, or these customers who are claimed they are residential, actually they are not residential, they are using electricity for industrial purpose. So based on the pattern, based on the harmonics, and based on the reactive power and power factor measured from the customer premises, we can determine the type of the customer, and we can show you a report that which customer is using which kind of equipment. Okay, for the first session, I think we are going to finish here. So I say thank you very much for spending your time, and thank you very much for watching this video. So I say goodbye to you, but we will get back to you soon with another session and with more features of this system. Thank you very much, and bye-bye for now.